Greetings, beloved family of light. I just want to give you a quick little update on my water fasting. I'm feeling pretty good. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it going. I'm trying to hit that 40-day mark. And it's just getting easier and easier by the day. The first 3 days was really hard on me. I was really sick, like to my stomach and my head and everything. Yeah, the first 2 days was really intense, overwhelming. I actually decided to do like digestive enzyme supplement the first 2 days to speed up the process of flushing out the system. Yeah, so the first 2 days it was really hard on me. Actually, it was really hard for me to get out of bed. It just felt like sleeping, like I needed to just rest, and for the first 3 days. The second day, yeah, I actually vomited. I threw up on it's just liquid, it's just water. But it was around evening. I had about 32 ounces of water, and then I was getting ready for bed, brushed my teeth. After I brushed my teeth, I started feeling really nauseous, and I started throwing up the water. It just kept coming out like 5 times. And I knew it was just part of the process of purifying, detoxing, so I didn't really panic. On the third day, I was still feeling fatigue and not really able to get out of bed as much. But after the third day, I started feeling better. My energy started coming back. Another thing I want to mention is that I'm not just drinking water, I'm also supplementing with minerals. So I'm taking a mineral supplement with iodine, B12, and B vitamins, and on folic acid, because the body needs minerals. And fortunately, the water that we drink nowadays it's not really mineralized. After the third day, I started feeling a lot better, stronger, still feeling a bit weak, but I can feel my body regenerating and my strength coming back. By the 5th day, I started incorporating strength training workouts like push-ups, squats, to really stimulate my energy levels, because it helps you boost the energy levels when you move your body. And it's just really short workout sessions, like just 10 minutes in the morning. As soon as I get up, I drink my water and take my mineral supplement, brush my teeth, work out, and then go about my day, working, doing my work on the side. For the first 3 days, I wasn't really drinking that much water. Like my body was kind of like, wasn't really craving it, like so much water. I was drinking like 32 ounces of water a day for the first 3 days. And after the third day, I could feel my body craving more water. So I started drinking more. So now like I drink water throughout the day. Whenever I feel that my body needs more water, I just take in more water. What I started doing also is that I started adding a little bit of Himalayan sea salt in the water. Just a little, like, dash. It's not too much, because I know the body needs sodium. It's energy. So when I started doing that, I felt like even more energy coming back. Like, okay, we're doing good. So, and that's what I've just been doing, like every day. After the 5th day, it's just getting better and better and better. It's really weird what's been taking place with my body. I mean, considering that even though I've been raw vegan for 8 years, there was some trapped stuff in my system. Okay, 9 days I'm just flushing out water. But then on the 9th day, there's some trapped stuff coming out of my, some stuff came out that was probably been there for a while. And then today it happened again. It was just like a lot more was flushed out of my intestines. And not just me being like a raw vegan. I mean, I can imagine like if people are on a conventional diet, I mean, like I can imagine how backed up their system is over the years. Your system gets backed up. You have to do a flush, like detox, because there's not enough enzymes and minerals in the food that we eat, probiotics. Yeah, so I know I'm doing pretty good. Like I could feel myself doing pretty good. I've lost a lot of weight in these 10 days, and I'm gonna continue losing weight. But I'm high energy. Like I feel strong. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Another thing that I've noticed is that my dreams have become more clear. You can see what's actually going on. Like, it's not foggy. And another thing is that I can feel like the channels of light really opening up, anchoring in the light codes or turning on more light codes within me with this water fasting that I'm doing. My light language has actually improved, advanced, and is more potent than the past. So it's doing the light body really good, at least for me. And like I said, it's just getting easier and easier by the day. Like it's starting to feel normal to me. Like I'm starting to think like, wow, like I do miss my salads and everything and my meals, and because I can feel I can imagine the flavor and all that. It's so good. But at the same time, like I can be without and no problem. But yeah, very passionate about this wellness and health, and a lot of people think I'm crazy. I'm crazy in the right ways, because if you think I'm out of my mind, that's because I am in my sacred heart, fully aligned with my higher self. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, day, evening, and I wish you all so much loving joy and blessings. Greetings, beloved family of light. I just want to give you a little quick update on my water fasting. I'm doing pretty damn good. As you can see, have lost a lot of weight, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. If you compare my profile picture on Facebook to what you see now, you can see the difference. Since my last update, I've been, like the very next day, I started incorporating more breathing breathwork, prana breathwork, and also some strength training sessions, and more sun gazing to help with cultivating that energy within my body. So yeah, and I mean, it's pretty amazing what I've been going through, like the symptoms I've been experiencing with this water fast without any food. My body's getting used to it. One thing for sure is that when you do water fast for so long like this, you start to, it's like you have no choice but to really control your mind, or your ego mind, and train your mind to control the hunger. And it's a big step on mastering your emotions, your thoughts. There's just the mental programming that you can learn to control hunger, because it's all in the mind. So that's what I've been learning a lot. It's like, okay, I've just been really just realized that I can really focus on controlling the mind now, and yeah. So with this physical symptoms that I've been feeling is that I noticed that like my toenails were getting discolored, they were turning purple. It kind of looked like fungus being released, expelled from the system. But now I see that the discoloration is fading away and the normal appearance is coming back on my nails. So that's pretty interesting. And then another thing is that like I thought I was done flushing out my digestive tract it was around my 9th and 10th day of water fasting. I flushed out a lot out of my system through bowel movement, and I'm like, okay, well, I think that's pretty much it. Everything is cleared out, and but I was wrong about that, because on day 17 of my water fasting, all of a sudden I had to just go to the, I felt like, okay, something is like building up and it has to come out. Like, so I went to the restroom and I did what I had, did what I had to do. And then like, I was shocked. I mean, it was a huge load that I released. And I'm like, wow, after 17 days, I was still backed up. And who knows how long that stuff was up in my digestive intestinal tract for, it could be ages, but it's weird. It's amazing at the same time, because as soon as I released all of that, when like just a few minutes later, I felt like really refreshed, rejuvenated, and I felt more alert. And I'm like, wow, I started feeling more connected, with my whole mind-body system. And I know that the intestinal tract, the digestive system is like the second brain. It's part of your whole entire immune system. So I felt that right away. It's like, okay, now I'm fully connected. Like 2 brains are now connected. Like the digestive tract is now connected with my head brain, It's like my digestive tract is now fully harmonized with the brain on my head. So it's like, and I felt that. And then I've been feeling more connected to my higher God self. It's amazing. So I'm gonna keep it going, because I don't feel like I'm gonna get sick or ill or anything. A lot of people are worried about that. They were messaging me and they're concerned about me and like telling me that I need to be careful and do that. I mean, I need to have someone to guide me and everything, but really, I've done the research and I've studied it, and I pretty much surrendered to my higher self. And so that's what's guiding me right now, is just my higher self. And I know, like, the more I do it, I'm gonna be more connected. I'm hoping that everything is just really flushed out of my digestive system. It kind of feels like, I feel like I have. So another thing I wanted to say is that the next thing I'm gonna do is start incorporating 100% pure coconut water, because it has potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, a little bit of calcium, and its own natural sugar. So I know that's going to help me get through the next 20 days. The reason why I'm doing this is to purify my body. A lot of people at this time are being guided to purge whatever karmic energies or toxic energies that they've been holding inside. They're being guided to purge, and I'm one of them. So you purge however you feel like doing it, but right now, this is my way of doing it. Right now, we are within the activation season. From June through December is activation season. So a lot of us, this is why a lot of people are talking about we're purging and purging. Yes, you need to purge because what you integrated from January through May, all of the soul integration that you have built up within you, you're going to have to make room for that. You need to purge your system out, mind, body, spirit, and everything. So, because when you do that, that allows you to move into that activation of the next level within your soul, initiation, higher self, activation, and everything. So right now, there's a lot of us doing a lot of purging because we're getting ready for the next year. We're getting ready for the next integration cycle for 2020. We keep leveling up, and especially for 2020, because the energies are really going to start picking up a lot, really synchronizing and spreading within the collective consciousness grid. And 2020, between 2020 and through 2022, we're going to have some huge energy shifts within the collective field. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is detoxing, purifying, releasing all these impurities. So like I was saying, I'm going to start drinking coconut water because coconut water it's more it's beneficial than just regular spring water or mineral water. So like our natural state before the fall of consciousness, we were originally breatharians. The reason why we're having to eat and drink energy is because we are healing back into wholeness. A lot of us haven't been really doing it correctly. We're supposed to be eating living foods that carry the source energy that allows us to restore that fuel. It's that's what we need. It's like it's fuel for the light body. Source energy is all in the living foods. It's not really like in like really dense foods. Are my intentions to become breatharian in this lifetime? I've thought about it. And maybe in 10 years from now, I might give it a try, but I don't have a final decision on that yet. For now, it's just, I'm comfortable with, at this time, I'm doing this water fasting, and then after this water fasting is completed, I'll go back into my lifestyle that I've been living with living foods. The last time I did a water fast was 5 years ago, and that was the longest. It was up to 3 days. But this time I was like, okay, you know what? My higher self, I'm like fully aligned with my light body, higher self, and I'm ready. Like I'm being guided to just do this because I can feel that I got stuck energy, stagnant energy in my body, and I need to release it, especially now because, like I said, we're in a purging into activation season. So the whole weight thing is just, to me, it's just all vanity. Like, I really don't care about weight. Like, I can gain it back. I know I will because I know how to gain it back. I know how to eat right. I know what things to eat to gain it all back. But my whole focus right now is to purify my entire mind-body system. So 20 days will go by and then I'll go back to my normal lifestyle. I'm still taking my minerals, and the minerals that I'm taking are not, they don't upset my stomach because it's liquid forming. It's not something like, okay, I take a pill or no, it's the minerals that I do take are liquid, it dissolves in my my tissues, so it goes into my blood system. So I just wanted to share my little journey and update about that, and I'll be back to do another update. So I love you all so much, and I appreciate you for doing your own inner work, and we just got to keep it going and stay strong. It's all going to come together soon. Like, the paradigm is shifting. Like, I know we want it to shift a lot more. Well, in order for that to happen, we need to create more awareness, and because the collective body is the one that's making this shift happen. So the more of us that heal and express through the collective field, then we can further accelerate this shift, because we are the event. Like I always say, we are the event. Anyways, I love you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Much love, blessings, and peace. Hello. I just want to do a little quick update on my water fasting I completed yesterday. 40 days without food, just on water and coconut water. I feel really good. I didn't have any trouble really. The first 20 days were really intense for me, and then after the 20th day I started incorporating coconut water, and that was fresh coconut water, pure 100%, and that really helped me a lot to get through the whole period of water fasting. And throughout the entire period of water fasting, I was actually releasing a lot of my whole digestive system was just kept flushing out. So that was pretty astonishing. Yeah. After my 20th day, I just kept getting stronger and stronger. And it's really strange because now I feel like hunger has disappeared. Like I don't feel hungry anymore. And I can see now how breatharianism is a whole new state of consciousness where you just don't feel hungry. You're living off the prana energy, and you're being sustained from that prana energy. And it's not for everybody to water fast for this long, but for those that have reached a certain level of energy, it's doable. There's breatharians out there they don't really drink energy. At least I was drinking water for the entire 40 days, and coconut water. It definitely takes dedication, inner strength, and you have to really get over the ego mind of fear-based thoughts, feelings, emotions, because that's all an illusion, really. Because in reality is that we're really just energy. This body is just a vehicle. It's amazing because throughout this whole water fasting, I realized like, wow, now I've learned how to master my thoughts, feelings, and emotions about food, or the comfort of having food or having meals and everything. And then learning to control hunger and to the point where it just disappears. I think that's really amazing. To finally realize that if you can control hunger, you can control anything. It's all what you make it. It's reality. It's a reality that you can move into. It's a whole nother state of consciousness when you move into a period of fasting. And then I can see myself going into breatharianism probably within the next 10 years because of what I have experienced with this water fasting. I see how it's highly possible to become a breatharian because this is like a little introduction, a taste of what it's like to be a breatharian. I don't feel hunger anymore. When I start eating again, it's going to feel really strange to me. I don't know how it's going to feel, but I'm going to give it a shot right now. I have this guacamole here mixed with moringa powder and sauerkraut. This is my first meal after 40 days of water fasting. I would like to give it a try to see what my reaction is going to be. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to try this out and see how this works out. My, there's so much flavor. The wow. Okay. Definitely. That was definitely wow. It tastes different. Like I'm not used to this. I have to get used to the flavor. It's like there's an explosion of flavor in this guacamole. Like really good. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Um, this right here, yeah, guacamole. I just tried it out. This is my first meal after 40 days. Guacamole. And I think later on, I'll take a smoothie, do a smoothie, and slowly work my way up to eating more solid meals. So, yes, I would highly recommend. One thing I would like to recommend for everyone to start doing is to at least practice intermediate water fasting, where you water fast for 16 hours a day and then you eat for 8 hours a day. Meaning, so for example, where you have your last meal around 7 or 8 in the evening, and then after that you fast all the way through the next day from 11 to 12. Then you eat your first meal, and then you have 8 hours of where you can have, usually it's like two decent meals within those 8 hours. And then after 8 hours, around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., you have your last meal. And then, so you fast until the next day. You don't have anything to eat. You can drink tea, water before you have your first meal at 11 or 12 p.m. the next day. And then you just keep doing that every day, and your body will get used, you start adjusting to that schedule of intermediate water fasting. You can also do like one day out of the week and water fast to allow your body to rest, your digestive system to completely flush out anything that has been building up within the digestive tract and the system throughout the entire week. So it's also a good idea to fast for an entire day, once a week. But some people will have to move into it slowly, gradually. But definitely doing the intermediate water fasting is, I say it would be easy for most people to do. And then for those that are more serious about it, can do the 1 day water fast, 1 day out of the week water fast for an entire day, like 24 hours. It just allows your body to regenerate. It's all about regenerating the mind body, because all we're doing is we're slowly moving into that level of consciousness, that state of consciousness of breatharianism. When we have a fully healed light body, that means when you can take in the prana from the energy and fully assimilate it, take in the energy from the sun and assimilate it and break it down, all the elements, and create your own minerals, create your own, vitamins. We can do that through solar light and prana energy. But we have to be able to build the light body enough to where it can reach that level of energy. Part of this whole ascension cycle is moving into that healed balance expression within the light body, where you really don't have to eat food or drink energy. You can live off the prana and solar light. So that's what we're doing, is we're shifting into that state of consciousness gradually, because that was our original natural state to begin with. And this density has the lowest energy, so it's a lot difficult to really get to that point where you really don't have to eat food or drink energy to sustain the body. I see this becoming more common as we move into the new earth energetics of the next harmonic universe, or second density, because that density holds a higher energy and we're able to accrete more of that source energy being within that higher, lighter density expression. So once we move into the new earth of second density, there's going to be a lot more people shifting more into that state of consciousness of breatharianism. More people are going to be fasting more because of that, because there's more energy that is coming in and being anchored to sustain the body. I think when people start changing their diets and eating more clean diets, or eating less and drinking more liquids, it's because their light body is shifting to that state of consciousness. So you have to really listen to your body. Sometimes it's not easy to really tune into the body when the body has become numb from being bombarded with toxicity and all the impurities being built up within the system. It's a lot harder to tune into the body. Once you you get accustomed to purifying your body, then you can tune into your body a lot easier. Very tuned in. And you can listen to your body, and everything is connected, the mind, body, and spirit. So anyways, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm just gonna get back to eating food. The only reason why we really need to eat food and drink energy is because we're healing back into balance. Food is supposed to help us heal back into balance, but we need to eat the right type of foods that is going to help us heal back into balance. If we're eating all the wrong foods, then we're just going to slow the process. We're going to just suppress, hinder. Really, because another thing is that it's kind of like a catch-22, because eating food really, it somewhat hinders the process of anchoring more Christ source light, because your body uses a lot of energy to break down food, to digest it and eliminate it, So that's why it's very important to eat high vibrational foods, highly activated foods with, sprouted, highly activated foods with enzyme, sufficient. Because that's going to allow your body to use less energy. Your body won't use so much energy. One thing I noticed that while being in this fasting period, I started noticing that I was anchoring more of that source light, and when I was, I did a little comparison. Like I was thinking, like, okay, when I was eating food, I could feel the difference now from not eating food for a while, fasting, and from when I was eating food. And fasting, when you do it for a certain amount of time, it definitely allows your body to regenerate. All your cells regenerate, your muscles regenerate. But you do it long enough, then your body starts living off more of that source energy. It starts anchoring more of that source energy, that source light. So, and then your channels start to open up. Your spiritual channels start to open up even more because of that. Because it's all about restoring the source energy. Once we restore enough of the source energy that we have lost, the reason why a lot of people don't remember is because there's a loss of energy. Once we start restoring the source energy within our mind, body, and spirit system, then we start remembering who you are, why you came here. You start to remember the truth of creation. So I'm gonna get back to this guacamole here and start gaining weight. Yeah, so I'll probably start eating food for, I'll continue this way for a while, eating food, and because I do want it to experience more of these delicious, delightful recipes that I like making, and so I won't move into breatharianism too soon, but it's highly possible that I could do it within the next 10 years. So I will let you guys go. Thank you for joining and listening. Much love. I love you all.